Some specific needle arts. Chapter 1. Websites for some of the needle arts. Sewing websites. 100sewinglinks.com. allcrafts.net/sewing.htm. craftgate.com/sew.html. everythingsewing.net. fabrics.net/fabricinfo.asp, fabric information and facts. fiberarts.com, Fiber Arts Magazine. freepatterns.com. interweave.com. ismax.net, the official website of the International Sewing Machine Collectors Society. knittingincolor.blogspot.com. mccall.com, Patterns Online. menwhoknit.com. nancysnotions.com. ohs.on.ca, Ontario Handweavers and Spinners. oldpatterns.com. rustyzipper.com, Vintage Shop. sew2go.com. sewchic.com. sewing.com. sewing.org. sewing.org, Home Sewing Association. sewingconnection.com. sewingforum.com. sewingmachineexpert.info. sewingmachinesplace.com. sewingmamas.com. sewings2dio.com. sewingweb.com. sewingwishlist.com. sewmachinerepair.com. sewnet.com. sewnews.com. sew-whats-new.com. simplesewingprojects.com. simplicity.com, Simplicity Patterns. straw.com. taunton.com/threads, threads online. textilemuseum.org, the Textile Museum. tflfabrics.com. thesewingdivas.wordpress.com. thesewingplace.com. vogueknitting.com. vpll.org, Vintage Pattern Lending Library. weavespindie.org. xtreme-knitting.com. A list of UK sewing websites at blog.feedspot.com/UK_sewing_blogs. almondrock.co.uk. enshemade.co.uk. angelsewing.co.uk/sewing-blog. awilson.co.uk/blog. blog.feedspot.com/UK_craft_blogs. bluebirdfabrics.co.uk/blogs/UK-sewing-blogs. bobbinsewing.school.co.uk. bobbinsandbuttons.co.uk. chainstitcher.blogspot.com. cocowawacrafts.com. collegewing.co.uk/blog. coolcrafting.co.uk/blog. craftysewingsew.co.uk. creative-stitchers.co.uk/news. didioyoumakethat.com. dollyclackett.blogspot.com. gingerthreadgirl.co.uk. gutrie-ghani.co.uk/blog. handmadebydysy-tulip.co.uk/blog/news. handmadejane.co.uk. ideas.sewandso.co.uk/sewing. it's so simple.co.uk/blog. jcotds.co.uk/blogs/news. jennifertaylor.co.uk/blog. lovesewingmag.co.uk/articles. makery.co.uk. maildevonsewing.co.uk. moresewing.co.uk/blog. oswquaint.co.uk. ratchagainstthesewingmachine.co.uk. selfassemblyrequired.co.uk. sew-projects.com. sewalicious.co.uk/blog. sewbox.co.uk/blogs/news. sobythseaside.co.uk, soconfident.co.uk/blog, sodainty.co.uk, sodifferent.co.uk, soessential.co.uk/blog, sewinglondon.co.uk, sewinthegarden.co.uk, suisfaction.co.uk/category/blog, sewmesomethingblog.com, sownowmag.co.uk, sooverit.co.uk/blog, sourndpity.com, soretro.co.uk, soschool.co.uk, sosmart.co.uk, soeea.co.uk, simplezublog.com, simplicitynewlook.com/blog, sodberriesewing.school.co.uk/blog, thecraftypinup.co.uk, thefoldline.com/blog, thethriftystitcher.co.uk/blog, theirkshirasawist.uk, vicchimierscreations.co.uk, watkatiesews.net. Crochet websites: crochet.com, Crochet Guild of America, craftyarncouncil.com, Craft Yarn Council of America, burnit.com, brownsheap.com, creative-industries.com/tnns/crochet.html, Introduction to Crochet, crotchknit.net, crochetknit creations, crochet.com/lessons/lesson.html, crochet lessons, crochet.org, crochet.rpmdp.com, crochet musing, crochet.theshop.com/patterns.html, patterns from down under, crocheting.com, crochetpatternCentral.com, cross-stitching.com, fastaandfunCrochet.com, freepatterns.com, keyway.net/crafts, lionbrand.com/patsirock.htm, lion brand yarn patterns, phoenix.org/kittycat/crochet, seafory.com/index.html, sis for crochet, simon.cs.cornell.edu/home/hollandem/crowpats.html, free crochet patterns, stcharlesparish.com/crochet cabana/patterns.htm, crochet cabana patterns, stitchguide.com, thesmartyarns.com/project1.html, solutia free patterns, crochet fantasy, all American crafts, 243 Newton Sparta RD, Newton, New Jersey 786, 800-877-5527, crochetfantasy.com, embroidery websites, The Embroiderers Guild of America, Inc., 335 West Broadway, number 100, Louisville, Kentucky 40202, 502-589-6956, fax 502-584-7900, egausa.org, baku-az.com/embroidery, Azerbaijan embroidery, designwest.com/johanna/webstitch, Johanna's embroidery page, embmag.com, embroidery monogram business magazine, embroidery.org.uk, embroiderydirectory.com, embroidery directory, e-web.com, embroidery central, freeembroiderystuff.com, freepatterns.com, joanne.com, needlearts.com, regia.org/embroid.htm, Anglo-Saxon embroidery techniques, secretsof.com/embroidery tips, knitting websites, craftyarncouncil.com, Craft Yarn Council of America, The Knitting Guild, 1100 Brandywine Boulevard, POB 3388, Zanesville, Ohio 43702-3388, 800-274-6034. Fax, 740-452-2552. tkga@tkga.com. tkga.com. crochetmagazine.com. diynet.com. fibergypsy.com, dedicated to connecting fiber enthusiasts with the web and each other. frugalhouse.com, frugal knitting house. interweave.com/knit. joanne.com, Joanne Fabrics and Crafts. keyway.net/crafts. k-knit.blogspot.com. knitme1.com. knitnet.com. knittersreview.com. knitting.meetup.com, international knitting meetup groups. knitting-crochet.com. knittingfever.com. knittinghelp.com. knittingnow.com, Knitting Now newsletter. knittingpatternCentral.com. knitty.com. learntonit.com. lionbrand.com, 1000 free knitting patterns, free crochet patterns and free craft patterns. maddiemayhem.com/knit/index.htm, knit list gift exchange. marthastuart.com. mostlyselftaughtknitter.com. pdxsupercrafty.com, Portland's crafty place. spindelicity.com, quarterly online magazine for hand spinners. stitchguide.com, personal.nbnet.nb.ca/fnorrad/crochet.htm, Sue's knitting page. thesophisticatedstitcher.com, a web magazine. tkga.com/index.html, Knitting Guild of America. vintageknitting.net. woolworks.org/patterns.html, free knitting patterns. Patterns websites. brownsheep.com/fpattern.html, brownsheep.co. chemocaps.com. cosy-place.com/patterns.shtml. freepatterns.com. hood.edu/career/index.shtml, careware patterns. knitting-crochet.com/knit.html, yarn lovers patterns. quickseu.com. lionbrand.com/patknit.htm, lionbrand yarn patterns. woolworks.org/patterns.html, woolworks patterns. Clotilde. POG 3000. Louisiana, Missouri 63353. 800-772-2891. clotide.com. Design Originals. 2425 St. Fort Worth, Texas 76107. 800-877-7820. d-originals.com. Pattern CO. POG 1636. Sherman, Texas 75091. 800-883-5278. dostrategies.com. simplicity.com. 888-588-2700. Stretch and Sew. 800-547-7717. stretch-and-sew.com. Quilting websites. 1. American Quilters Society. POG 3290. Paducah, Kentucky 42002. 502-898-7903. Fax, 502-898-8890. AmericanQuilter.com. AQSquilt.com. pbs.org/americaquilts/index.html. memory.loc.gov/mm/qlthtml/qlthome.html. quilt.com. hgtv.com. Craft Site Directory. craftsitedirectory.com. Cooking, gardening, crafts, holidays, weddings. marthastuart.com. learn2.com. Knitting instruction. A knitting blog and podcast. knitspirit.com. Podcast for quilters. simplearts.com. Quilt history, patterns, and techniques. ipl.org/div/quilts-how. generations-quilts-patterns.com. Generations quilt patterns. quiltindex.org. The Vintage Pattern Lending Library. Antique sewing and needlework patterns. vpll.org. Vintage Pattern Library. womenfolk.com/history of quilts. quiltethnic.com. Displaying lost and stolen quilts. lostquilt.com. Lost Quilt Come homepage. Quilting. quilt.com. Paper piecing. Free patterns. paperpanache.com. quiltart.com. quiltuniversity.com/library.htm, winnowing.com/ppp.html, paper piecing primer. Quilting websites too. americanquilts.com. antiquequiltsource.com. apnq.org, Association of Pacific Northwest Quilters. aqsquilt.org. beerpawquilting.com. clarkcountyquilters.org, Vancouver, Washington State. contemporaryquiltart.com. countrylanequilts.com. cq-ring.com. craftcarch.com/quilt/links.html. craftyquilting.com. daystyledesigns.com. earthlygoodsquilting.com. embroidables.com. fabric.com. fatquarterquilters.com. fatquartershop.com. freeemotionquilting.blogspot.com. freepatterns.com. hgtv.com/hgtv/cr_quilting. keepsakequilting.com. lazygirldesigns.com. mamasgarden.net. mccallsquilting.com. myquiltpatch.com. nancysnotions.com. enochurse.org, National Online Quilters. northwestquilters.org, Quilting Guild located in Portland, Oregon. nvo.com/hearthside. oregoncoast.com/Latimer Textile, the Latimer Quilt and Textile Center. ovqg.com, Ohio Valley Quilters Guild. patchesquilts.com. qheartland.com. quilt.com. quilt.net. quiltart.com. quiltcentraltv.com. quiltchannel.com. quiltersnewsletter.com. quilt-fashion.com. quilthistory.com. quilting101.com. quiltingideas.com. quilttalk.com. quilttownusa.com. rockymountainquilts.com. stitchguide.com. suckies.com. sunshinefnd.com. tflfabrics.com. theappliquesociety.org. thequiltercommunity.com. thequiltermag.com. thequiltshop.com. tdsw.com/mainquiltingpage.html. wildzipper.com. womenfolk.com/history of quilts. quilttownusa.com. quilting products for sale. claremurray.com. 800-252-4733. Keepsake Quilts. RT25B, POG 1618. Center HBR, NH03226. 800-865-9458. KeepsakeQuilting.com. PerfectNotion.com. 888-999-8821. Quilting B. 357 Castro St. MTN. View, California 94041. 888 Quilter. quiltingb.com. sofancy.com. 800 Sofancy. That Patchwork Place. POG 118. Bothell, Washington 98041. 800 426 3126. Patchwork.com. Quilting books. Rug weaving websites. akax.ru. amerifloors.com/rug_school.htm. artisansquare.com. avilusa.com/index/weaving. balds.com/rug_school.htm. CamilleLaValleyFarm.com, weaving books. crafts.shop.ebay.com. creativity-portal.com/how-to/artscrafts. ehow.com, how to make a rug pattern on a frame loom. ehow.com, how to weave on a loom. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/Turkish_carpet. hobbyholics.com. hobby-obsession.com/weaving.php. homesteadweaver.com. interweave.com. lollygirl.com/blog/category/tutorials. navajoRugRepair.com/miscellaneouslinks.htm. neatrug.com/rug_school.htm. nicehomelive.com/rug-weaving. oldrugsonline.com/rug_school.htm. oldtimmerugs.com. profitfrog.com/profitable-hobbies-articles/weaving-rugs.htm. rugacademy.com, School of Handmade Rug Repair and Persian Rug Weaving, 5-day course. rugdepotblog.com. rughookingonline.com. rugpedia.com. shag-modernrugs.com. ssrsi.org/sr1/textile/weave.htm, how to weave a cushion, rug, or mat. texuri.co.uk. weavinginbeauty.com. weavinginbeauty.com, Navajo rug weaving. Earth Guild. 33 Haywood St. Asheville, North Carolina 28801. 800-327-8448. earthguild.com. Murray, Claire. Pop 390. Ascutney, Vermont 05030. 800-252-4733. clairemurray.com. Yarn websites. janeswool.com. canetpix.com. lionbrand.com, Lion Brand Yarn. thesmartyarns.com, Solutia acrylic craft yarns. wellingtoninc.com, twine. woolworks.org. woolyknits.com. yarnmarket.com. yarnexpress.com. barkheim.com. 888-548-2211. cottonclouds.com. 800-322-7888. elion.com. 800-720-0616. Erdel Yarns. NYC. 800-237-6594. erdl.com. harrisville.com. 800-338-9415. herschners.com. 800-441-0838. halcyoneyarn.com. 800-341-0282. Wool Connection. 800-933-9665. woolconnection.com.